creating test case and running them with TS360 is as easy as breeze. In this demo, we would create and run a test case with TS360Web, our tool for web app. First, install the TS360 browser extension. Our assumed user in this demo is a project stakeholder, which could be a developer or tester or product owners or managers from Amazon. User wants to create a test scenario to test that he can search for items used Christmas decorations, able to filter for the products in home and kitchen, sort the products in low to high price, add the cheapest available product to shopping cart. User would add test assertions for shopping cart page, header text, and total price. Let's get started. User enables TS360 browser extension and start capturing elements to be used for this test. In this case, he is just interested in search text box and the search button. When he clicks on an element with tooltip on, this path is captured by TS360 browser extension and shown in side panel. User clicks on Save Selected button to save this path in his browser's local storage. Once done with elements, user refreshes the page either by clicking on a button or by simply clicking the browser refresh icon. In this case, as he wants logically to progress to next screen, he searches for Christmas decorations in the search box to refresh the page. Once page is refreshed, user is shown a prompt to load the display page where he can specify his page level workflow. First time user creates a project, he specifies a project name once the first display page loads. He can create as much project as he wants. Display page generates information that is used to create what we call page object in the test automation context. TS360 automation engine generates the page object in the background when user runs his tests later. As of now, user creates his page workflow method. The method name could be anything meaningful with validations to prevent space, special character, and comma. User need not have to enter method name in camel case. TS360 backend would convert it camel case if the front-end input were not in camel case. User also specifies a parameter which in this case is the search text. The value of the search text could be specified in a user-controlled properties file. In this case, the value of a search text in the properties file is assumed to be Christmas decorations. Finally, user specifies his return type, which is his landing screen. Next, user specifies the steps, also called component methods, required to perform the page workflow. The steps are predefined by TS360 and covers extensive range of scenarios in real use case. We are continuously adding more steps based on customer feedback. In this case, the steps are enter text on search Amazon element and click on element on go element. Next, user clicks on create button to save his page method. Next, user clicks on exit button to exit the current display page and return to his application under test. Similarly, he generates display page for Amazon search results screen. And specifies the page method and component methods for Amazon search results screen. Next, user creates page method and component methods for Amazon Home Kitchen screen. You would observe that while creating this display page, user prematurely refreshed the page by selecting low to high from sort by dropdown even before capturing the XPath for low to high text label. So, user clicked on cancel in the prompt, captured path for low to high text label, and then clicked on browser refresh icon to get the prompt again. Next, user creates page method and component methods for Amazon sorted results screen. Next, user creates page method and component methods for Amazon selected results screen. Next, user creates page method and component methods for Amazon add to cart confirmation screen. Now the user is in a shopping cart screen where he wants to run his assertion for total price and page header. So he captures element details for these two elements. You would notice, while creating assertion method, user specifies his return type as Boolean. No worries for non-programmers. The tooltip next to return type would guide you appropriately. User specifies a Boolean when he doesn't want to further navigate but just want to expect a true or false response. Then user adds another assertion method for total price. Now user is ready to create his workflow. So he clicks on Create Workflow and confirms. In the workflow screen, user specifies his starting screen and then specifies his interpage workflow by linking the page methods. Every time user selects a page method for a display page, he gets a modal to enter source for his parameter value if there is one. Otherwise, he is just shown a text that no parameter is required for the page method. You would notice that when selecting Search Amazon method parameter, user is given two options, convert to value and props. If user selects the latter, TS360 Automation Engine looks for the parameter value in user-controlled properties file. If user selects the former, the parameter string is also taken as its value. Once done with saving workflow, user clicks on Create Test Scenario to create his test suite. User can create multiple workflows. Now user creates a test suite, links it with a requirement ID, and selects his verification screen. User can create multiple test suites for a given project. Workflow method name is auto-generated by TS360, and once user selects the workflow method, the assertion methods available for selected verification screen is shown in the drop-down. In this case, user selects both assertion methods. He saves his test suite's data and opens his test execution configuration page. User can create multiple test cases for a given test suite. In the test execution page, user selects the test suites to run. You would see user can also select SIT or a DBT for a particular test suite. SIT stands for System Integration Test and DBT stands for Design Validation, in other words user acceptance tests. When user selects one of these, say SIT, only the test cases within a given test suite that are tagged with SIT would be executed. For this demo, we assume all tests are SIT. Then all user does is click on Run Tests and relax when we run the tests and generate report. The test would be triggered in user's local device, which would have the necessary test bed deployed when user purchases and installs out product. The test is now over. Let's see the test execution report. User see the test report in his documents /test automation /app automation /test output /PDF report folder. This is how the report looks like. The logo in the top left is customizable as per customer's own logo.